Hello, and welcome once again to another semi-exciting episode of Cooking for the Yum of It. I am your quasi-attractive host, Wesley, and today we are going to be preparing coq au vin. I promise you, after this, you're going to see exactly how wonderful it is to eat coq. Let's get started. Now, coq au vin is simply chicken in a red wine sauce. So we're going to start with 1 cup of a dry red wine. I'm using Merlot, which we are going to whisk in. This contains 3 tablespoons of flour, 1.5 teaspoons of Herbes De Provence, 3/4 of a teaspoon. The recipe calls for salt, but if you're like me and your doctor has told you recently to cut back on the amount of salt in your diet, this is actually 3/4 teaspoons of a salt substitute, Mrs. Dash Original, 3/4 teaspoons of black pepper, and that's what we've got in this one. We're going to put that in there, and we are going to whisk it together until it's smooth. Okay, doesn't that look good? And it's not even, it hasn't even cooked yet. It smells good. Now we are going to add 3 to 4 pounds of bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs. You can use legs, you can use wings, you can use any part of the chicken you want, but my favorite piece has always been the thigh, so that is what we are going to be using. Now, like I said, you want 3 to 4 pounds. Isn't that... This is going to be so good. Next, we are going to add our mushrooms, which have, I don't know if you can tell, but these have been, when I chop the mushrooms, I chop them in quarter style. Now we're going to add approximately 2 cups of, if you can get frozen, fine, but these are fresh pearl onions. This is about 8 ounces. And next we're adding 1 tablespoon of garlic. And I just realized I made a mistake earlier. I was also supposed to add, before I added anything else, the 1 6-ounce can of tomato paste, but hopefully that won't be too bad a mistake and we'll be able to fix it. Remember, if you're, like Julia says, if you're alone in the kitchen, who's to see? Besides the chicken, the tomato paste will melt and blend in anyway, so it's not such a bad mistake. I'm not even going to mention it again. Now, we also want to add our 3 strips of roughly cut bacon. Now, we cover, and we're going to cook this on low for 5 hours. Manual, temp low, start. Okay, half an hour before this is done, we are also going to be adding 1 cup of frozen peas to our coq au vin. So I will see you in about 4.5 hours when we add the peas. Okay, we're not quite all the way through yet, but I always like to take a look partway through. You can see so far, and yes, as I told you, the sauce is coming out really well, in spite of that one tiny little error. But I adapted and overcame, and everything's coming out really good. So we got a little bit more time to go, and put the cover back on and wait until it's time. Okay, now we have half an hour until it's done, and we add our frozen peas. Give that a good stir. And continue cooking for another 30 minutes. And now, the part I like the most, where I dish everything up and I have my dinner. Now you serve Coq Au Vin with mashed potatoes. These are dehydrated mashed potatoes, which have been wonderfully, skillfully rehydrated. Sorry for the delay. I am looking for my tongs. The kitchen utensils you want are never around when you really want them, are they? Give me 1 minute here. Okay, sorry for that delay. Here we're going to take out one piece of the Coq Au Vin. Some of the delicious red wine sauce. It really is. As some of my friends will be able to tell you, one of the tastiest cocks they'll ever put in their mouth. My favorite part. Well, oh, it's still so hot, so I'm not going to pick it up with my fingers just yet, although you can if it wasn't so hot. Oh, that is so good. Truly. Truly a delicious bit of cock. I'll stop doing that joke now. I'm sorry, it's gotten old. And the mashed potatoes with the red wine gravy. Oh yeah, very good. So there you have it. Coq Au Vin, or chicken in a red wine sauce, served with mashed potatoes. I hope you have as much fun if you decide to make this yourself as I did preparing it, and I know you'll have even more fun eating it. Until next time, always remember, eat and enjoy. Thank you so much for watching.